Okay, I'm just getting this all set up. We'll wait for some people to join. Just gotta wait. And, okay. Hey, AEC Plumbing, what's up? So feel free to ask me any questions, and I will answer as many questions as you can as we can go. So I'm only gonna ask you guys one thing. Please do not send me any rude or inappropriate live chat messages. Otherwise, your comment will be deleted. Just a little warning there. Okay, let's see what we have here. Of Well, I didn't have a YouTube channel back then, but the best find I've ever found was in 1890s JL Mott toilet on a high tank at a barn, which unfortunately got replaced by a brand new American Standard Madeira. Okay, let me see. AEC Plumbing, I had a new video out today an hour ago. I'll definitely go check that out. Okay. Is my internet working? Oh, yeah. Okay, my internet's going okay. Okay. Can y'all hear me okay? Am I not so is my voice not so laggy at all? Okay. Feel free to ask me any questions if you guys want to. All I'm just gonna say is to not send me any inappropriate or rude comments, otherwise your comment will be deleted. So, let's see here. I will try my best to answer as many questions as you guys have. So, let's do it. See what kind of questions you guys have for me. Let's see. Okay. I just gotta wait is for some people to come in the stream, and whoever comes in the stream, you can ask me any questions, anything toilet related, like what kind of finds, what kind of best finds I found, or if you just have like a generic random question, I'll try my best to answer that. Why is it so dark? I have it dark because I have my phone lying on my bed and I will not be doing a face reveal anytime soon. Even though I may do my face reveal every single video I do, but I'm just not going to do it for the live stream. Do I watch TV? Yes, I do watch TV, but I just don't watch TV um, often. I don't watch TV often because there's always just garbage on TV mainly the time. Unless if there's like a really good movie on TV, then I don't watch I don't watch TV that often. What do I do in my free time? I usually during my free time, for what I usually do during my free time, I usually upload videos as much as I can, upload posts, and I would always usually, just do some really cool stuff. I'm a coin collector, so I usually go through pennies every now and then, and that's always something fun for me to do. What videos do I make? I make a lot of toilet videos, like just toilet flushing videos, since I'm usually with for the toilet community. It's a toilet community thing that, a lot of, for what I've seen, a lot of toilet I always, sorry if I stutter a lot. I'm just, I'm just out of it today. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. Okay. My favorite Kohler toilet. My favorite Kohler toilets. For vintage, I would say my favorite Kohler toilet is the. Uh, I don't know actually. I would say probably the Kohler Penryn or the Kohler Kingston for my vintage toilets. And for the modern ones, I would say for at least probably the for the modern ones, I would say the Kohler Wellworth on Flushometer, because a lot of Kohler toilets I don't really like. So I have a question for you guys. What's your favorite American Standard toilet? Anything you can say your favorite vintage and or you can say favorite modern American Standard toilet. For me, I'd say my favorite American Standard um, for vintage, I would say, is the standard Glencoe toilets, which are always good. And I also love the old 30 standard Madeira toilets for vintage. And for the modern toilets, don't really, not quite sure which kind of modern toilets for American Standard I really like because there's quite a few of them. I'd say probably maybe like the, um, oh, hello, Darfield Zone. So I would say probably the modern, um, American Standard. I honestly really don't know what kind of favorite modern American Standard toilet I like. Is my internet going at it again? Okay, no, it's okay. Yeah, my internet's going okay. Ooh, okay. AEC Plumbing, American Standard Cadet on flush valve, 3.5 aft walls, and Glencoe's, those three things. Yeah, those are all really good American Standard toilets. The 1.6 aft walls from the two Red Robin in person before, if I've been there. I've been to Red Robin many, many times. I think their food is great. And, for a 3.5 gallon per flush toilet, yes, I have seen a 3.5 gallon toilet before at a Red Robin before. I have seen a 1980s American Standard Cadet on flushometer that was 3.5 at a Red Robin before, and I've also seen a 3.5 American Standard Madeira as well from the 1980s. Both of those toilets are original. But unfortunately, I was very young back at the time, so I did not record it, obviously. And the chances are, even if I were to film back there, they probably would have been replaced because they said that they were going to be going under renovations from the last time I went there. So those toilets are probably gone now, which is sad. Otherwise, if they were still there, I would totally film them. AEC Plumbing, I only found the 1980, 1990s Allbrook urinal at Red Robin. Even then, I found the 3.5 high clip at Red Lobster. That's really cool, actually. I've never been to Red Lobster to film bathrooms at before, but yeah, I had those videos out last year. Okay. I'll definitely go check them out if you have them uploaded. Hopefully when the stream is over soon. For my chances are even finding a an old toilet at Red Lobster. There is actually a couple of Red Lobsters that are in my area that are quite old actually, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to film them soon. Darkfield Zone. Oh, whoa, that's amazing. One time I saw a 1985 Kohler freshman welcome to Red Robin before, back in one of my old towns where I used to live, which was very, very interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Although I have seen a lot of old toilets or a lot of modern toilets replaced with vintage toilets a lot. So, and that is true. That was true. I did see a 1996 Affle get replaced with a vintage 1960 standard Glencoe. That is true. I have seen that. So they probably got that standard Glencoe from like a nearby salvage yard or something, probably because they didn't want to replace it with a brand new toilet and have to spend a lot of money on it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. My internet. Okay, yeah, my internet's going okay. Okay. The heck was that? Oh. Of course, fireworks going off when it's not even the 4th of July yet. AEC Plumbing, I also found four 1960 standard aft walls and several 1960s Washbrook urinals at Scottish Rite Masonic Center in. Okay. Okay, Darfield Zone, have I ever seen a 3.5 gallon per flush toilet survive a renovation before? I actually have before. One, uh, trying to remember, was it, I think it was an old office building, or I think it was either an old office building, or it was either an old, like, store, but, I have seen, what was it? But I have seen a 3.5 gallon per flush toilet survive a renovation, actually, but I don't remember exactly where it was located, but it was a 3.5 gallon per flush, uh, Kohler Kingston water guard, I believe. Yeah, it was a 3.5 Kingston water guard that I seen survive in, um, public business before, which I keep forgetting what the name is because it's been quite a while. Okay. Okay. Garfield Zone, that happened at one of the movie theaters in my area. They were 1987 Kohler Kingston Water Guards. There's also a Subway restaurant in my area that has a 1988 Crane Radcliffe. And it survived the renovation until it was replaced recently. Oh, that's one Subway restaurant which actually survived a renovation too, and they're still there for what I remember. I'm sure you've probably seen the posts of them, and I do have a video of it too. It was for my 400 subscriber video, or I think it was my 400 subscriber video, because that's just, I think that's what it was on. Okay, just put this over here. Okay. I just feel like, for like all the toilets that survive renovations, they should stay instead of being replaced by brand new toilets. That happens everywhere. It just, it gets so whenever you see a very old building that has to get renovated, like what happened, commodes and at the Metro Tower with the 1955 Crane Cromwell urinals and the 1955 Crane Walton toilets. For what I've heard, since the Metro Tower got fully renovated back around the mid 2010s, those fixtures are sadly long gone now, especially with the old 55 elevators that Diesel Ducey and Commodes filmed too. Those elevators were such pure classics. Garfield Zone. Oh, I remember that video. I totally remember that video in the bottom of my head. It sucks because those 55 fixtures, they got completely, they're gone now. It's sad, especially with how devastating, because that bathroom was so beautiful, so vintage. Frozen water, I mean, yeah, exactly. It either looked like frozen water that was in there, or the toilet had like a bunch of toilet paper around it too. I still wonder why that toilet had frozen water in it. I mean, how did it get frozen? See, I mean, if that Metro Tower was still not fully renovated, or not renovated at all, I would have totally gone to visit the toilets. I would have totally completed every single bathroom on every single building I would visit if the whole Metro Tower was still not renovated at all. If I could travel back in time, that would be the very first. That could be the very first toilet, the very first building I would totally visit before it started renovations. Starfield Zone, exactly. Maybe Elsa from Frozen used it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was thinking, Darfield Zone. But honestly, if that water was even frozen in the toilet, there had to be something to make it all freeze up like that. For all we know, maybe the temperature in that bathroom dropped down so much that the water in that toilet froze. Either that or maybe something in the pipes caused it to froze. Maybe like some well, I don't know, maybe freezing in the pipes might have caused that too. But even if the pipes were to be frozen, the other crane waltz in that commodes also filmed years back before the Metro Tower was fully renovated. Even if the toilet on the very end would have froze up with frozen. Okay. Darfield Zone, what is my opinion on cold refreshment urinals? I absolutely love those urinals. I really think they are really cool, especially when they are on very, very high pressure. Because my old middle school was built in the either 1973 or 74. My old school back in yeah, my old school was built in 1974, 73. It had original crane freshman, or no, not crane freshman urinals, Kohler freshman urinals, and original 1973, 74 Kohler Kingston toilets, Kohler Kingston water guard toilets. Some of the fixtures in that old middle school were replaced. One freshman was replaced with the 2002 Elger Dover, and another Kohler freshman was replaced with a brand new American Standard Washbrook that was which the Kohler freshman for that one before it was replaced with the new Washbrook. It was completely broken in the trapway. Um, the trapway area or the siphon jet area was blocked or broken, is what I'm trying to say. The siphon jet broke out of it, and water leaked all over the floor from it. So um, that's why that one had to be replaced. And then another Kohler freshman urinal for what I also remember, it actually got replaced with a 2003 Kohler freshman, which is really cool. Um, I have to AEC Plumbing. I have to say the freshman urinals are okay. Found one at Stone Stone. Oh my gosh, Stonestown Galleria. And a couple of them at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. That's really cool at Vallejo, California. As I can, hopefully without stuttering so freaking much. Honestly, if Crane freshman urinals were even a thing, that probably would have been a ripoff of a Kohler freshman, actually, if they were Crane freshman urinals. That sounds like a good urinal name, honestly. It actually would sound like a pretty good urinal name. Except for what I said, it would definitely sound like a big ripoff of the actual Kohler freshman urinal. Okay. Darfield Zone. Oh, whoa, that's rare for an older urinal to replace another one instead of a new one. Yeah, actually. Darfield Zone, do I remember when the 2003 one was installed? That one I don't really remember when it was installed because I was obviously not alive back then. um but I was not even at that school anyway, but that I have seen well actually I think that 2003 one at my old middle school, I think it was probably either installed on the year that urinal was made, either 2003 or 2004, because that one was completely yeah, that older Kohler freshman urinal was replaced with a 2003 Kohler freshman urinal at my old middle school. And there was actually, for what I remember, there was one Kohler freshman urinal that was blocked off by a whole shelf drawer thing because I don't know why they would. Oh wait, actually they blocked it off because they actually blocked it off so they could store a little bit of room back there. But for what I remember, it still flushes really good. They just have it blocked off. So I guess that one's just not in use. And for what I do remember about the toilets there, a couple Kohler Kingstons, a couple 73, 74 Kohler Kingston water guards at my Kohler Kingston toilet got replaced by, or two actually. One got replaced by late 90s Elger signature, and the other one got replaced by an early 90s Elger Elger Auburn toilet. And there was originally an older 2000s American stand or no, an older 2000s um Elger what was it called? The oh, it was an Elger dang it, what was it called? It was an Elger signature type of toilet with the tank on it. I keep forgetting what it's called, but that toilet, it was actually located in the nurse's office there, but it actually got replaced too with an American Standard Champion 4 Max. So that was honestly, I preferred the older Patriot anyway, because that, or the older Elger toilet in there anyway. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot, okay? I just have a. It's just hard for me to talk a lot. I don't know what the heck's going on with me today, but I am just out of it today. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, my internet's going good. And oh wow, 53 minutes and 45 seconds. Wow. Darfield Zone, you are so lucky that you had such amazing toilets at your middle school. Mine had all 2011 Toto CT708Es and 1994 1997 Kohler Kingston. The urinals were original 1981 Elger Savans. Wow, that is very disappointing for that sucks for I mean, that's really sad, especially for older yeah, the Darfield Zone. Oh, and you were thinking of the Eldra Aqua Saber? Yes, that's what I was saying. Thank you for correcting me there. I've actually traveled to two different middle schools because I was transferring we were transferring a lot for at least only about 2-3 months before transferring because I got bullied so bad at that middle school that I had to transfer. Um, the other one that I went to, that one had original 1980, I think they were 1983 or 84, Elger, Elger Dover urinals and Elger Sanius toilets. Some toilets actually got replaced in the 90s due to renovations and people, of course, with the freaking devious like challenges, which always really annoy me because that's always when the toilets would get replaced. But a lot of toilets got replaced in the 90s with either 1990s American Standard Madeiras or 1990s Kohler Welcomes and High Crests. And Kohler freshman urinals as well during that time. But for what I remember, at least, there were only for the urinals. Most of the urinals were original, but the Saniuses, there were actually only a total of 4 remaining Elger Sanius toilets remaining in the whole school building. So, Darfield Zone, oof, bullies suck. Yeah, bullies suck, especially. I'm always trying to be one of the nicest people ever, help out people as much as I can, but I'm always an easy target for the bullies, which really get on my nerves. And AEC Plumbing, I also found two 1990s Elger Dover urinals and a blowout 1.6 Auburn toilet at Three Crosses Church at Castro Valley in Oakland, California. It's on the second floor, and it's on the second floor. I had that video last year in December. I'll definitely go check out that video too if you have it uploaded once the stream is over. And then Dartville Zone, yeah, amazing Dovers and Saniuses, yep. AEC Plumbing, the 1.6 Auburn toilet is STF Plumbing's fave. But not only that, it's shredded on just a toilet seat cover, the one that STF Plumbing is referring to. Yeah, I've seen those toilets struggle on toilet paper a lot. I've never seen one in person do that, but I have seen a I have seen a lot of them on YouTube about that, especially with STF Plumbing's version, because that always really makes me laugh. But I'm trying not to get offended because STF Plumbing, if he hates those toilets, that's his opinion, not mine. But the blowout Auburns, honestly, I honestly think they're not too bad. But for my opinion, remember my old high school was built in 1959 and had mostly original toilets there. Not a lot of replacements actually. Only a couple toilets. All the men's rooms in my old high school had all original fixtures. Um, the women's room actually had a couple of old fixtures. A couple of old Santon toilets completely replaced by newer Madeiras. But as you probably remember, I have a lot of the videos of my old high school restrooms that I'm sure you remember from watching my videos, because I had most of the videos out last year with the old 1959, 1958, 1959 Crane Sonito toilets and the old original 1958-59 Crane Santon there, which were all in those downstairs all gender restrooms, which I'm glad they're still there, honestly, because those bathrooms have been through a lot lately, and I'm very happy they have not been replaced. And same with all the other fixtures too, like the older 60s Santons, the old 60s Cromwell urinals, the old 70s Kohler Welcome, and the 2000s Madeira with the defective trapway that replaced another 70s Welcome that was located in the main office there. Then, for what I also remember, oh yeah, the one of the other all gender restrooms I do remember back up in the little bit of a newer area too. Which was built in 1966. As you probably remember, the 1966 Kohler Welland toilet and the 1966 Elger Sanius toilet, as you probably remember those. And then, for what I heard about the men's room there, the men's room had a 90s Barden urinal and a 2000 uh, it was either older 90s or an early 2010s either Mansfield toilet or a Sloan toilet, but for what the sound of it, it definitely sounds like a Mansfield toilet. It was probably a Mansfield. It was either a Mansfield Baltic or a Mansfield Adriatic, for what I remember. But I've already left that school because for yet I got bullied there again. And nobody did anything about it, so I had to just switch out schools. But now I'm doing online school, which is much. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Just waiting for some more comments so I can keep answering your guys's um comments. Darfield Zone, how's your day going, by the way? My day's been going pretty good. Just, just in my room right now, just very, very bored out of my mind. I really have no idea what to do right now. It's been such a very, very boring day. But my birthday is coming soon. Birthday's on July 4th, good old Independence Day, and we're definitely going to be getting some good old fireworks for me. How's your day been going, by the way, Dorfield Zone? Dorfield Zone, oh nice, happy early birthday! I just turned 22. I just turned 22 weeks ago. That's awesome. I'll be 17 this year for July 4th. And yeah, I'll be 17 years old. Can't believe it. Time flies very quick. I've seen many of them. Um, One library that I went to used to have flushing. Well, my old library used to have. Oh, Darkfield Zone. I luckily have not seen that happening very often. But for me, back when I was a lot younger, my old library that I went to um, used to have 1960s Crane Walton toilets and 1960s Crane Cromwell urinals back in the time. But that library got renovated with in 2012 with brand new American Standard Madeira with brand new American Standard Apwall toilets and brand new waterless urinals back in the day. So it sucked though. 1960s Crane Walton toilets and 1960s Crane Cromwell urinals got renovated 2012 with brand new fixtures. That it really sucked. So I have something for you, Darfield Zone. What was the worst toilet replacement that you've ever experienced before? Darfield Zone, oof, the Waltons were amazing, but at least they chose good replacements for the toilets, in my opinion. Yeah, um at least they didn't choose the other the what dang it. I'm glad they didn't choose the older 2010s Kohler Kingston toilets cuz that would have sucked. They got replaced with 2011 or two, yeah, it was at least around 2011 2012 Kohler fixtures, including Kohler waterless urinals. But what was for you, Darfield Zone? What was the worst? What was the saddest, oldest toilet replacement you've ever seen? Like the oldest toilet you've ever seen that got replaced with a brand new toilet. Like, what was the most saddest replacement you've ever seen, especially by old antique wise? For me, um, definitely that 1890s JL Mott toilet on a high tank. It got replaced with a brand new American Standard Madeira toilet back in 2013. It was at an old barn renovations, and that toilet was rare too. It was the oldest toilet I've ever seen. I remember using that toilet when I was very little, and it flushed absolutely awesome. But now with the new Madeira sitting in place, it now flushes just like a brand new Madeira. So that really sucked, especially for that. AEC Plumbing, can you imagine that after watching that Paris Las Vegas hotel and casino restroom film spree video? Do you think that I can find three different modern generations of Kohler Kingstons? Possibly that could be. You could definitely. Um, uh, that one I would say with for that one though, honestly, you can definitely find that, but the chances of that are probably going to be a little bit slim, I would say. Darkfield Zone, I would have to say a 1972 Kohler Wellworth at a a Thai Wisdom Bistro in Kirkland, Washington, being replaced with a 2010s or 2020s Delta Foundations. Oh, that sucks. And it was in the women's room too, which makes it even more disappointing. That is actually quite. That is actually uncommon for restrooms because you always see the women's restrooms with the more better stuff. Because a lot of women's restrooms that I've actually filmed bathrooms in, they've always had the more better stuff than the men's does. Because if you don't remember one of my other two videos I filmed, the men's room had a brand new 2020s ProFlow ProFlow Jarrett toilet, and the women's restroom had an original 1980s Mansfield Imperial, for what you probably remember of those videos. So that sucked there. Because I was always it's like always the men's toilets always be replaced in the women's. That's why I like checking the women's for vintage stuff because they always tend to have the better fixtures than the men's. At least by toilet wise, urinals are definitely at least just one single kind of women's urinal would be really really cool to find. Honestly, at least if it's a standard Santa stand, that would be really awesome. But I've been having lots of I've been having such a hard time trying to find vintage toilets in general because my whole area has been nothing but full renovations. I even had the chance of finding an old toilet in a restaurant that was actually built in the 60s, and all it had was a brand new Delta toilet. Darkfield Zone, and there are also videos on YouTube of blowing up a toilet, and it normally happens in the men's room. Yes, exactly. That is something I just cannot stand, especially by people. People are just insane a lot. People are so insane of doing that. That always makes me sick to my stomach, especially what people do with vintage toilets. If I definitely see somebody blowing up or destroying a really old toilet, that really breaks my heart. Unless if it's broken, then honestly, it probably has to be done, unless if it's like unless if it's like completely broken to where it cannot be fixed. So Darkfield Zone, I decided to add you as a moderator. I decided to add you as a managing moderator. Because why not, I want to, I thought it would be really nice to do, along with you, AEC Plumbing. Oh yeah, Darkfield Zone. Another cool question. What is your least favorite modern toilet? By far the Niagara Stealth toilet. I cannot stand those toilets because oh my god, Niagara Stealth toilets, my worst nightmare right there. Along with the Nisa Pro toilets, those are also junk toilets, and there's also another one I hate too. Obviously the ProFlow Pro ProFlow least favorite toilet that you absolutely hate the most. For me, like I said, for by far the Niagara Stealth toilet. I just cannot stand those at all. The flushes are absolutely terrible on them. They clog easily. Very, very bad bowl rinse. I actually tested one out with some tea with some tea grounds. I opened up a packet of tea to just flush test out the bowl rinse on those Niagara Stealth toilets with tea. Um and it did so horribly on it. Let me see here. Okay, perfect. AEC Plumbing, I have so many quote unquote faves. For me, the least favorite toilets are the first gen Kohler pressure lights, Niagara Stealths, and Nisa Pros. These three things, yeah, those toilets. Oh, I cannot stand them at all. Hey, what's up, Mikey? Feel free to ask me any toilet related questions if you want to. Nothing much. What's up with you? Hi. Uh, let's see. Darfield Zone, I would definitely say the 2000s are in wall hung toilets. Yeah, those are pretty bad toilets as well. Those, I don't really like those toilets that much. I mean, I kind of do like them, but um, I guess they're just junk, honestly, to me. Darfield Zone, I got to get to work. It was nice talking to you. It was nice talking to you too, Darfield Zone. You have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Quite a while. AEC Plumbing, my least favorite commercial flushometer toilets are the older 1.6 Crane Placiduses and or Placiduses. I always call them Placiduses. It just seems more cooler to say Placiduses instead of Placiduses. And 1.6 Kingston toilets. These things failed the criteria in my videos. Yeah, I definitely would have to say that, honestly, but I might have to say the 1.6 Kingston toilets, those things, oh my gosh, those things, man, they fail TP tests so bad. The 1.6 Crane Placitas toilets, those ones can handle toilet paper pretty good, actually. I mean, at least the one I tested, which was in that old 60s hospital, what that was overly powerful. It just sucked that toilet paper down like it was nothing and didn't even leave any shreds. But the most surprising pass I've ever found on a toilet was actually the most really cool, surprising toilet that actually passed a pretty high TP test. It was a 25 feet TP test um, a brand new Sloan floor mounted toilet that was at a completely renovated McDonald's. It literally passed that toilet paper on the first flush I did without leaving any shreds except for one tiny, tiny shred. That's it. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, it's 4:41, and oh, I hear dogs. Okay, so it's been an hour 26 minutes. So I think I'm gonna end the stream probably at around 2 when it gets close when it's around what kind of toilets that maybe your most favorite or your least favorite, or you if you just have like some just other random questions, that's fine with me. But just remember, if you post anything, any comments or anything rude or inappropriate on my live stream, your comment will be deleted. So just be so so you just been that's just a little warning if you're in the stream with me. Okay, so it looks like we got one like on this stream and two people watching right now. So, or that's what it looks like. AEC Plumbing, I even found the older CT708 and CT705 at California Academy of Sciences that shredded on just 5 feet. Not only that, I found another older CT708 that shredded on a toilet seat cover. Yeah, that's always very disappointing, especially because I've always those toilets just seem more common, especially with shredding on stuff. Uh, Let me see here. Mikey, can I still sell the ring on Craigslist? I don't really know what you mean by there. Um, Let me see. Reasons, if you understand that. Mikey, what did you say? Like, what do you mean by that? Did my microphone like glitch or something? Or Mikey, I want to see it. Sorry, I really don't want to show my face on just for privacy reasons, but you can definitely look at some of my other videos because at the very beginning, after I do the syncs, I do a little face reveal on the mirror. So hope you can understand that. Okay, no problem. Because I do the face reveal on the mirror during my videos a lot, so you'll be able to find them on most of my videos. Some of the videos I don't do them, but a lot of the other times I do. Hello, EFT Plumbing, what's up? Glad you can make it to the stream. EFT plumbing, nothing much. How about you? I've been doing pretty good lately. Now that I'm, doing a first ever live stream, this is very awesome. I'm glad I get to, talk with the whole toilet community and all that. But feel free to ask me any questions, if you want to, because just if you want to ask me anything toilet related, or if you just want to ask me some older random questions, that's fine with me. Okay. I'm just gonna scoot these out of the way. Okay. Mikey, I sub. Thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate you. Okay. Okay. All right. Keep commenting. Whatever you guys want to say. You can keep commenting as much as you want. I will be right back. I have to use the restroom real quick. So keep commenting on whatever you want to say. Just some random questions you want to ask me. So I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright. Okay. Okay, how's my percentage? Okay, I'm still good. The internet's going okay so far. Mikey, you sure are. Yep, I sure am, for sure. EFT plumbing, what was my best find? My best find was but for okay, so I'll start with the so when I was a little bit young, so when I was younger, I found my best find that I've ever found, but I did not record it because I was a lot younger back in the day. I found an 1890s JL Mott toilet on a high tank at a old barn in a very old outhouse, completely flushable. There was nothing wrong with it, but unfortunately, that place had a big, massive renovation back in the early 2010s when I was still over there. Because I used to go to that barn for horse training, because I used to ride horses when I was very little, but that was a very long time ago. But right as I remember going back over there, I went back over there the summer of 2013, I believe. And to find out that the bathroom has been fully renovated and that toilet has been replaced with a brand new American Standard Madeira. So it sucks for that one. But the oldest toilet I've ever found and uploaded to YouTube was standard Madeira from the 1950s, or yeah, 1940s or 50s, standard Madeira that I found at an old amusement park um, in here where I live. I have not been back to that amusement park yet, but along with I also found it 1970s Kilgore it was a Kilgore Ajax toilet, I believe, for what I remember. But and I found a lot of other a couple of other old toilets, like a couple of old 70s toilets, like two avocado green Kilgores, one at my old apartment, and then one at my grandma's old house, which is now been completely bulldozed and fully renovated. For what I remember seeing that old avocado green 1978 Kilgore 201 toilet outside of the house when it was being fully renovated. But the good thing is that toilet over there, it actually got sent to a salvage yard to be restored and um able to buy. So I'm glad that toilet went over there to be survived, and along with the two Wellworth Ingeniums that were out there. The Glacier Bay toilet, however, was the whole base of it completely broke off as they were trying to remove it from from one of the bathrooms in that old house. So it got thrown away in the dumpster, just exactly where it got thrown into the dumpster, just like where it belongs. So it's now gone. That toilet's now gone, along with the other three toilets, the Kilgore and the two Wellworth Ingeniums from 1997, both completely safe, and they were all three of them taken to the salvage yard to be restored. So they were all they're all completely good there. Let me see. Let me see here. Man, it is a hot day today, right now. It is very hot. It is very, very hot outside right now, which is why I'm glad I am inside because it's like over 100 degrees out here right now. EFT Plumbing, I heard about rumors about restores not accepting 3.5 or more toilets, but I'm not sure if that's true. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that too myself because I've heard about that as well. But even if they did get sent over there, I'm sure they probably got restored over there, and then they probably went to another owner who probably needed them. So if that happened, I'm really hoping that's true because they were laying out there, just sitting there untouched. But last time I went over there, they were completely gone. So either they got thrown away or they probably got sent over there. But I really hope they did. I really hope they got I really hope they got over there. I mean, if they gave it to the salvage yard, I'm sure someone bought it. Yeah, that's pretty much true. I really hope they did bought it because they really I really hope that Kilgore, that old avocado green Kilgore 201, I really hope it got bought out by somebody. Hopefully, to add in their old house because that's what I'm gonna be planning on doing as well. Hopefully, we're trying to for our toilets, we're trying to look for a house right now. It's been quite rough lately. That's why we're trying to look for a house, for us to stay in. And whatever modern toilets are in there, if we can get them, if we can get some brand new old vintage toilets there from a nearby salvage yard near the house, I'll definitely be able to uninstall the original modern toilets, and I will for sure replace them with the vintage toilets. It's been oh my gosh, why am I freaking stuttering so much? Ah. Okay. Um. Uh, Stay up. Thank you. Uh, EFT Plumbing. I stutter most of the time off camera, so you're basically not alone. Yeah, I'm. At least, well, I'm glad I'm not the only one who stutters a lot, cause with this is my first stream ever, and I get nervous a lot. So that's why whenever I get nervous, I stutter a lot. But this live stream has been be another that could definitely be another word compared to like a hotel slash motel. Oh wow. EFT Plumbing. I almost found two 1970 or URC toilet. In early 90s URC Atlas toilet on a flushometer. I remember finding one at a Michaels store before. So let's see. EFT Plumbing store may not stay open within the next 5 years since it's an older store and it has been downsized lately, which they could relocate in the future. Yeah, they actually relocated a lot of older stores here where I eventually am right now. They actually relocated a Hobby Lobby that was built in the early 70s. They relocated it right across the street because they built a new one. And that Hobby Lobby has been closed for over 15 years. So it's nobody has bought it yet. It's been left abandoned for over 15 years, untouched, rotting away. So, and for I bet the toilets were probably old 70s um Afwals or 70s Madeiras. EFT Plumbing talking about the Burlington store that I found in Hoover, Alabama, which that has been open since 1989. Wow. The one that yeah, the Hobby Lobby that I remember when it they that Hobby Lobby before they relocated it right across the street since they built a brand new one over there in 2000 okay, so they for what I remember that Hobby Lobby the brand new one opened in 2014. So that Hobby Lobby that I remember, that I'm sure it's probably still an Ace store, an Ace Hardware store. One Ace Hardware store that I remember going to back in 2020 before the COVID-19 virus came to this whole world. It had a vintage 70s Kohler Barden and a vintage 70s Kohler Penryn in that Ace Hardware store. So if I eventually go back to that Ace Hardware store, I'm really hoping it's still there because that it would suck if that place either relocated or got renovated. But that Ace Hardware store is like over probably about 2 hours from where I currently am right now. Um, Let me see here. Uh, so EFT Plumbing. What is the oldest toilet you ever found at an old motel? The oldest toilet I've ever, for me, the oldest toilet I've ever found at a motel, was an old 57 old 1957 Standard Compton. That's the oldest toilet I ever found at a motel, but I did not film it. But the oldest toilet that I actually did find at a motel that I did film, actually two different motels that I filmed that were old. I found an old 1970s Crane Radcliffe at I think it was either a Super 8 or a Motel 6 that I found that at. And then I also found a 1970s VHP toilet at a motel, which I don't remember the name. Plumbing, what did your what did that Sears have for the fixtures, by the way? EFT Plumbing, because I sadly missed out when they opened Overstock back in August 2022 and they didn't last a month before they closed. Were the fixtures just modern 2022 toilets, EFT Plumbing? Uh, EFT Plumbing, it was a former Sears. Okay, okay, yeah. It's from 1996. Okay. One of my old local Sears, back where I used to live, that Sears that I remember going to was built in the old Sears old before my Sears closed in where I used to live in Texas. That old Sears before they closed in 2015. Or no, it was wait, no, it was 2014 because they closed in 2014 because because they went out of business, obviously. But my Sears before they closed, my Sears was my Sears opened in um uh it was yeah, my Sears opened in 1991 or 1992, and had originally 1992, um what were they? They were Universal Rundle fixtures, for what I remember. But that Sears went out of business around 2014. I last went in that bathroom in 2019 when they were closing in November. Okay. Oh yay, we made it to 2 hours. Actually, old Sears store actually opened up, and it is now a that Sears is now an Old Navy, which is really interesting. But the fixtures have been replaced with 2021 American Standard fixtures because it's been abandoned for quite some time, and they eventually bought out the full store and remodeled it, and it's now an Old Navy. Okay. EFT Plumbing. My other Sears opened in 1980 at a dead mall, which it was renovated in 2010. Which that's where the High Crests and Dexter's comes in, and the store closed down in February 2018. So EFT Plumbing, was that the restroom where the toilets and urinals were completely full of feces and all that? The one that video to where you said it was all abandoned that you actually got into, where the men's room had the lighting and the women's room did not have any lighting? Okay, yeah, then I've seen the video of that. I That was kind of funny with your reactions, though, honestly, with your reactions on that video. But honestly, I have to agree with your reactions on that too, because that was very, very disgusting. And you said those high crests were extremely overpowered, right? EFT plumbing, if I can remember, yes. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, those high crests I remember were disgusting. EFT plumbing, they cleaned up the bathroom and pressure was lower than before. Oh, okay. Would have been nice if they would have completely pressurized if they fully turned up the pressure on them. That would have been still nice. The From the video of it when it was abandoned that one time, that It looked like that urinal kind of had like a. It looked like the whole urinal had like a massive hole in it. But I obviously knew it wasn't a hole because it just looked like it was filled with feces. EFT Plumbing because I went there in 2021 and it was a huge disaster. Yeah. Honestly, EFT Plumbing, I bet when you first entered that bathroom when it was full abandoned, when the water was completely off, and the urinals were filled up with feces, I bet it stank real bad in there. For sure. I bet you instantly smelled it right as you would walk right up to the door. For sure. Let me see. Before I went before I went there abandoned before I went in there abandoned, I used to go often back then and it was pretty clean, especially it looked almost new. Wow, that's really interesting, honestly, because if the toilets were disgusting like that bad, there probably would have been trash everywhere, probably feces all over the floor. But for what I remember with that video, that whole bathroom looked very clean, which was quite surprising. Only the toilets looked like they were filled up. Okay. Mm. Oops, I just turned on the light. EFT Plumbing, it probably had a backup sometime in 2021 and they didn't do anything about it. And obviously it was once vacant. Okay. Okay, yeah. It wouldn't be good at all. Yeah, honestly, I bet it wouldn't be good. I bet it's probably a lot worse now than originally um last time you went there. It's probably a lot worse. EFT Plumbing, I'm not sure what will happen to the store in the future, but I'll have to check it out sometime this year if Spirit reopens for the season. Okay, so that Sears was originally a Spirit Halloween, huh? Because one older party city that was actually built in the early or no, it was built in the late 80s actually. That party city actually closed down and actually it was reopened for Spirit Halloween, which was really interesting. I didn't get into the bathroom at that party city because the bathroom was completely blocked off. For that bathroom was actually being used as a storage room, so that exactly wasn't why I wasn't able to go in there. Okay, let me see. Oh, EFT plumbing. I snuck in the bathroom at Spirit, and they had a clean, flushable bathrooms to themselves back in October 2023 when I did a reshoot. Okay. What was I gonna? Oh my gosh. Oof, yeah. Ugh. Hmm. EFT plumbing. Not long ago, they painted covering windows and doors with art, so I doubt they will reopen as Spirit there again. Oh, okay. There was one Spirit Halloween I do remember. It was actually a former what was it? It was a former Staples actually. That Staples that I remember going to, they originally had for what I do remember, this was last year when I went to Spirit Halloween. The Spirit Halloween that I went to, which was formerly Staples, they had originally they had the same fixtures as for what your loco, which was your other Spirit Halloween, which was a loco Sears. They had the same fixtures there, except they were from 2011. Um, Kohler High Crests and or Kohler Welcomes and High Crests and Kohler Dexters. So that's what that Spirit Halloween that I went to had there. I did film a Staples restroom not so long ago, which has a couple of older 2000s, not older 2000s, but well, yeah, just a little bit of 2000. I think they were 2008 or 2000 something AF walls, along with the ProFlow urinal, which replaced an older Albrook. And it was actually the one and only last Staples that was actually in the town to where I'm currently in right now. It's the only one that's still remaining in business, cuz the one I used to go to back in Texas where I used to live had what were they? Yeah, the other Staples I used to live to where I used to go to in Texas, that one had 19. The live is struggling, not sure what's wrong with it. It could be my. I'm not sure what. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. It's been doing this lately. Are you still able to hear me? Okay. You can't hear me or anything. Oh, geez. Is my mic off? Okay. Is my mic like is my mic like glitching out or something? Is it uh uh alrighty. Are you still able to hear me at all? Let me try seeing if I can turn off my mic and turn it back on. Oh, really? Okay, you can hear me now? You can hear me now, right? Okay, good. Alright, good. So, think I'm gonna end the live stream in just a few minutes. What I could do, if you want, I mean, I could definitely show you the. I can definitely give you a flush of the toilet to where which I am. Uh, I really don't know what the heck's going on. Hold on. Okay. You able to hear me though? Oh, it's a service issue. It could be my internet too, judging by what's going on. Yeah. All right. So what I can definitely do for the stream for the end of this live stream, I could definitely, give you a flush of the toilet I'm having to deal with right now. If that's what you want me to do, EFT plumbing, I could give you all a wrap up of the flush of the toilet I'm having to deal with right now. Okay, so alrighty, well let me take you in the oh, what the heck was that? Oh. Alright, so the flush of this toilet is just a little wrap up, for the end of the stream because I think I'm gonna end the stream in just about a few minutes. So maybe I could give y'all, I can just give you a little behind the scenes of the toilet. It is of course a toilet I'm having to deal with right now. It is a 2019 Niagara Stealth toilet. All right, so let me hurry up here. I'm gonna have to this. So let me set you guys down. Okay. So, I had to put some toilet paper in the overflow tube because this toilet has an awful flush on it. But the year it is, let's see, it is from, it is from, oh wow, this is actually a new, wait, it's down there, but it's kind of hard to see. It is a, let me give this a flush. It is a 2019. It's hard to see. This is not the good. This is not very good quality. It's kind of hard to see, but it's from April 9th of 2019. Set that down. Okay. AFT Plumbing, the toilet is from 2019. It's hard to see because this camera has very bad quality. Come on. Okay, so here's a flush of it. Hopefully it'll be okay. Were you able to hear it just fine? Hopefully you were able to hear it just fine. All right, that's good. All right. Well, it was great talking to you, and I'm going to end the stream right here. So, hope you have a wonderful